Hi, everybody. My name is Michael Shallop, and I'll be your instructor for learning programmatic access to the Mongo database. And I started programming about almost 40 years ago. I've been working extensively with databases as a programmer for the last couple of decades. And in the last decade alone, I've been working on developing a custom framework for backend data processing using PHP, Mongo, and other databases. But basically, I've been working with Mongo as a programmer since about 2004, 2005, somewhere around there. So I've been working with it for a while. I've also got several years experience as a classroom instructor, so I hope that kind of rubs off on these videos and you gain something useful and fantastic from them. So mainly I'm a programmer that works with databases. In this course, in learning MongoDB, programming for MongoDB, we're going to cover four main topics. The first topic we're going to talk about is what we need to do to get up and running, or the installation phase. So we're going to be working on Ubuntu 18.04. I'm not going to show you how to install that. If you're on 16.04, the course should still work, but I'm going to be working off of 18.04, and we're going to upgrade our Mongo to Mongo 3.6, which is the supported release for Ubuntu 18.04. We're going to work on writing code, and we're going to connect to the Mongo database via the API specific to the programming language we happen to be in. We're going to have a brief review, a brief discussion on why read slaves and write masters matter, why they're important, and when you should connect to which one, and what to do if you can't connect to one or the other. In section 2, we're going to be talking about connecting in depth. We're going to talk about connecting to MongoDB as a localhost exception. We'll also be connecting using user authentication, or what Mongo calls role-based access control. So in other words, we'll be creating users in the database and connecting to Mongo programmatically using the user credentials. And then finally, I'll show you how to connect to the database while using TLS. Then we're going to actually connect separately to the read slave and to the write master. And again, I'll show you how to do that and how to set those priorities. And we'll also connect to a single node instance, standalone instance. We'll connect to a replication set. And we need to do that, of course, to connect to a read slave. And we'll also connect to a sharded cluster. In section 3, we're going to be diving into CRUD, or create, read, update, delete, the basic data manipulation commands for Mongo, except again, we're going to be doing it programmatically through the programming language, PHP or Python. So we'll be doing non-destructive access, which is basically reading data in both PHP and Python. And we'll be doing destructive access, which is create, update, and delete, also in PHP and Python, obviously. And then finally, in the fourth section, we're going to get into the advanced topics. We're going to learn about query discriminants, and then we're going to talk about our query filters, also known as projections. We're also going to talk about sorting the data. So, submitting the query to the database and having the return data set sorted in the way that you want. We're also going to talk about pagination. All of the source code will be available to you, bundled up in the course, and also available online off of a GitLab account. Feel free to expand upon the framework and add your contributions to the source code to help your fellow students. Because coming into this course, you should have some prior knowledge of either PHP or Python. What we're going to be doing is not that complex. It may be new, but again, it's not that difficult to learn. By the way, the IDEs that we're going to be using are from JetBrains. They're PyCharm for the Python language and PHP Storm for the PHP language. Of course, you're welcome to use whatever IDE you're most comfortable with. So the next videos will get you started on installing PHP 7, the Python libraries, and of course, MongoDB 3.6. So I'll see you in those videos.